Hello friends, you welcome to my complete Java course. In today's video lecture, we are going to learn array in Java. So what is array and how to declare array, how to use the array, how to get the element the array, how to insert the element in the array, we'll learn in this video lecture. So let's start. Array in Java. So normally an array is a collection of similar type of elements which has continuous memory location. Java array is an object which contains element of a similar data type. Additionally, the elements of an array are stored in a continuous memory location. It is a data structure where we store similar elements. We can store fixed number of elements in a Java array. Array in Java is index based. The first element of the array is stored at the 0th index. Second element is stored on first index and so on. So here you can look. Suppose this is your array which have element 30, 44, 49, 59, 25, 69, 78, 67, 88 and 93. So the index for this element is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So now the array length is 10. If you talk about the length of array is 10 means it hold the 10 elements. So the array length is 10 but the index is from 0 to 9. First index is 0 and last index is 9. Array variable. Look at the one-dimensional array. Look the one-dimensional array. In the one-dimensional array, this is the heap memory. Heap memory, the array object is stored in the heap memory, and this is the array variable. Array variable or array reference variable is pointing this array. How to declare, initialize, and access array in Java? One-dimensional array in Java is usually declared as, first we define the data type, means you want to declare an integer type array or float type array or long type array, then variable, then square bracket, or you can in or you can define the array like data type, then curly brace, then square bracket, then variable name. Both are valid declaration. Int, this is the reference variable name, int array or int array. Instantiating an array in Java. Variable name equal to new data type, then specify the size. Variable name which we have defined at the time of the declaration, then equal to sign, then new keyword, then data type means int, float, double, and in the square bracket we define the size. Here size specifies the number of elements while variable specifies the name of the array. So now here you can look int array and the square bracket, this is the declaring array, and int array equal to new int with the size of 20, allocating memory to array. As you define the array or define the array size, it get the memory in the heap area of the to holding the 20 elements. Array literal. When the size of the array is already known to us, then we can use the array literals. Syntax is array literals is declaring array by using the literal int square bracket, then the variable name, equal to new int square bracket, and we define the elements of the array in the curly braces. Array.length. Array.length. Length is the property of the array class. So array.length. Length is a final variable applicable for arrays. With the help of length variable, we can obtain the size of the array. Suppose we define this array int array new int, then array element, and if we print system.out.println int array, then length variable, we will get the size of this array. So the size of this array will be 10. Now the different way of accessing an array. Number 1, by using index. You can get the element from the array by using the index, and index starts from the 0. So suppose here I create a test class, and within the test class I create a main method and define a array. If I want to access any element from the array, I can directly access by the help of index. But index should be start from the 0. If I pass the 0, I will get the Rohit. If I will pass the 3, I will get the Dhoni. So output for this is Dhoni. So I show you this example on the Eclipse IDE. So here you can see we create the test class and define the array, and we are trying to print the third index. So if I run it, we will get the output Dhoni. Okay, but now what happened if you try to access the fourth index? Because fourth index is not present in this array, so you will get the array index out of bound exception, because you want to access that index that is not present in the array. So you will get the index out of bounds exception. Now different way of accessing an array. Number 2, by using for loop. So here we can access the array by using the for loop. So here we create a test class, we define a string array, and with the help of for loop, we define a integer variable initialized with the 0. Then we will check the condition from the length till the length of the array. So array dot length, then we increment the value, and for that we print the array I. Here I will be from 0 to nth index. So if you run this program, you will get the output Rohit, Shikhar, Virat and Dhoni. I show you on Eclipse IDE. So I just copy the code. So first I will clear it. Okay, so if I run this program, you will get the output Rohit, Shikhar, Virat and Dhoni. Okay, now we go for the next point. Okay, so now third point is, this is not a second, this is the third point, by using the for each loop. This is not a for loop. Okay, okay, so this is the third one, by using the for each loop. What is the for each loop? We have covered in the control blocking videos. Okay, so if you don't know what is the for loop and how to use that, you can go there and you can watch that video. So here also we create a test class, define a main method, creating array, and the syntax of for each loop is for in the right hand side we pass the reference variable of the array. So we pass the array, then colon, and what type of that element that array has, which type of the element array has. So our array has the string type element, so we define here string and the reference variable, and we print this string str. So what happen at when the for each loop works, it take element one by one from this reference and pass the element to this reference. So first it will pass the Rohit in the str and we print the str, then it will pass the Shikhar in the str, we print the Shikhar, again it will pass the Virat, we print the Virat, then at the last it will pass the Dhoni and we print the Dhoni. So you will get the output this. So let's I show you um, accessing the array with the help of for each loop. So now you can look, uh, we are using the for each loop for accessing the array elements. So first I will clear this console and now I will run this program. So you will see again we can access the all the element of the array by using the for each loop. So in this video, we learned what is the array, how to define array, how to initialize the array, or how to define a one-dimensional array, and how to access the element of the array. In the next video, we learn the multi-dimensional array. Okay, now look, see, multi-dimensional array. In the multi-dimensional array, suppose uh, here a variable which is holding the another variable reference, and this reference variable means this array. This is a one reference variable which holds the array's reference, and each element of this reference have the reference of other array. Like this is holding the reference of this array, this is holding the reference of this array, and this is holding the reference of this array. So in this way you can define the multi-dimensional array. Java multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array are basically arrays of arrays. So for the defining a multi-dimensional array, how you will define the two-dimensional array? Int, define the two times of square bracket, then variable name, then equal to new int 10 and 20. This is a two-dimensional array. And the three-dimensional array you define this way. A two-dimensional array is rarely used in the industry or rarely used in the programming. So now we take the example of multi-dimensional array. So here we create a multi-dimensional array class, declaring and initializing 2D array. So here we define the 2D array, okay, and printing the elements of the 2D array. So for printing the 2D array, you need to two for loop. First is this 1, 2 and 3. This set, this is a 3 length for the outer loop, and for the inner loop for the elements, this second for loop will be executed. So if you run this program, you will get the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's I show you on Eclipse IDE. So this is the 2D dimensional array. If you run this program, you will get the output 1 to 9. So friends, thank you for watching this video lecture. In this video lecture, we learned the array in Java. But nowadays, array concept is rarely used because we use the collection frameworks class like array list and linked list. So in the industry level, the programming is done by the help of the array list. No one use the array, but I give the introduction about the array. I will not go much deeper in the array because there is no mostly use we don't mostly use the array. We always prefer the array list or linked list for the developing the array concept. So don't be think about you have to learn much about the array. I have given the brief introduction about the array, how to initialize, how to get the value from the array, or how to access all the elements from the array. So friend, thank you for watching this video and watch my next video lecture for learning new things in Java.